Is today D'Angelo Russell's last day in Vancouver? The answer is yes. Now, the kind of trade that we're going to find, I don't know. I showed a couple of ideas last episode at the very end, but we could find a different package for him today. His time in Vancouver is going to come to an end in these next few minutes. Welcome back, everybody, to the NBA 2K23 MyNBA Expansion series with the Vancouver Woodsmen. And today, we're going to get through the trade deadline, probably through the All-Star break, and we're going to go from there, inching our way closer to the end of this year, where we have a lot of road games to end the year on, and we have been better on the road so far than we have at home. 16-7 away from home, and just 17-14 on our home court, which hopefully we can fix the play at home before the playoffs begin, because I do think we are going to be a playoff team. It just depends on where we are in terms of the seeding. But D'Angelo Russell, what has he done this season? Well, he's on a one-year deal. Apparently, he's in very high spirits. That is about to change, most likely, for him. But these last several games really has not been his best. 2 for 5, 2 for 5, 3 for 8, 2 for 12, 1 for 7. He has not played well recently. Had a decent stretch for a couple of games, but it went back to what we were pretty much used to from him. And other than those couple of games this season, it's been looking like this. 12.1 points per game, 2.5 boards, 5.2 assists, 0.7 steals, 1.5 turnovers, shooting just 38% from the field and 32% from deep. These are both lower than last season. His field goal percentage is by far the worst in his entire career, and his three-point percentage is close to the worst of his career. He has pretty much had one full season with us. We acquired him at the trade deadline last year, and we're about to trade him again at this trade deadline. So he's pretty much had one full year, and for this year at least, this half, he has played very poorly, and I think he's had plenty of time to fix this. And, he's had some bright spots, which every player pretty much does, but those have not outweighed his lowlights. So I think we could include Azette here. I don't know how I feel about letting Azette go right now. We still have one more year that we can pick up for him on his contract, which I will probably do if I don't trade him today, because he hasn't been terrible. And he hasn't actually played as much this year as he had in years previous, because the team's gotten better. And he hasn't really gotten better with the team, in my mind. In fact, he shot worse from the field ever since his rookie season. But it's still not bad. It can still be fixed. But I think we'll just look at ideas for trading Russell and Azette in the same deal. So we have 3 offers. The Bucks are offering Jakob Poeltl and Killian Hayes. We had Poeltl for a short period of time until I think we traded him to the Clippers for Zubac, and now Zubac is back with the Clippers, and Poeltl signed with the Bucks in the offseason. So we could get Poeltl back and also get Killian Hayes, but we don't need another point guard. I want to give Rich Small some playing time by trading away Russell. There's also Clay Cook and Dinwiddie, and then there's Andre Drummond and Chris Clemens. Now, my problem here is that D'Lo is on a pretty decent contract, $15 million, so someone's going to have to give us some kind of player. We don't have to play them. It could just be we just take it on for salary dumping purposes just to get a pick, because that is kind of what I want. I kind of want a pick instead. So I think we offer Russell, and I think we offer one of our picks for the 2027 draft. So we actually can't trade any of our first-round picks anymore because of the step-in rule. We've already traded plenty of first-round picks this series, and so we don't have any right now that we can trade. So we cannot tack on a first to get a first this year. So I'm going to try and find a team that maybe wants to take on D'Lo and see if I can get a pick from them instead. We got, Milwaukee. It's pretty much all the same offers from last episode. So I'll try and find one that I think could work and see if they want to give us a first as well. All right, so I have been trying to find a good offer for a while now, and we're going to try D'Lo and a 2030 second for the 2026 Dallas first-round pick and Dorian Finney-Smith, a similar contract as to D'Angelo Russell, and they want to offer a counter offer instead, which is going to be a 2030 second, D'Angelo Russell, Caleb Martin, our 2029 second, in exchange for the 2026 first-round pick, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Malachi Flynn. And I'm down for this, because we don't even need either of these two guys. They're just there to take up some cap space for the rest of the season. We get a 2026 first-round pick for this season, for this upcoming draft, and we also get rid of D'Lo, give more chances to play for Fredrickson and Rich Smalls, and I think I'll do this. And they have agreed. D'Lo is gone, Caleb Martin is gone, and we have a first-round draft pick. So we have brought in Finney-Smith, and my plans for him are to not play him. Currently, he's got 6.1 points per game this season, 4.1 boards, 45% from the field, 38% from deep, has played about 25 minutes per game, and he's pretty much here just to sit on our bench for the rest of the year, unless Jalen Smith gets hurt, God forbid, and he has to go in. So we also got Malachi Flynn. He definitely won't play. He's worse than Rich Smalls. So we're going to go to our game plan. We're going to make some adjustments here. Apparently Herb Jones is cold, but we will move on regardless. We'll give Russell's minutes to Rich Smalls. We'll move him up above a couple of players. And we currently have this. So that's our game plan. Zet, I think, still, might have a chance to come in at some point later on in the year if I don't like to play from either Isumbu or Smalls or somebody else on the bench. That's definitely a possibility. But hopefully getting rid of Russell, who is taking, I think, our third most shots per game, which is tied with like Wellington and Bain for the second most on our team. Hopefully taking that many shots away and not really adding many shots to our lineup means that we can spread the ball out more for the starters and for the bench players. And Wellington does have a similar play style to D'Lo, except he shoots better. I think he doesn't pass better than Russell, but he shoots better. I think he makes, in general, better choices with his shots, and the team just wins with him in the lineup, so we have to keep him there. And he's a rookie point guard. He will only get better, you would have to imagine. So we're 33-21. We've lost 3 games in a row, but we get rid of Russell. We get a first-round pick, and hopefully the grass is greener on the other side. So we'll send through the trade deadline. We have already made our offers, obviously, and now we're through it. And let's see what other deals were made. So that is our trade right there. The Wizards traded Simon Sims for Quinn Lowry and DeLon Wright. A couple of small trades here. Nothing crazy that happened during the actual season. Amadou Diallo got swapped for Jackson Hayes and Cedi Osman. Matisse Thybulle was traded. Thomas Bryant was traded. The Trailblazers traded Paul George to the Heat. Okay. Valanciunas got traded for PJ Washington and Eduardo Diaz. Nothing crazy, but there were some trades that were made. All that being handled, I think I want to sim through the All-Star break and get us to the Rockets game. But our first game, we took down the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson Jr. drops 36 and 11 in this loss by 3 on their home court. They almost came back and won, but it did fall short. The Woodsmen had 31 from Desmond Bain, 20 from Anderson, 15 and 13 for Horace Rivers. And the Woodsmen won by just shooting better than their opponent. But then we got absolutely destroyed by the Thunder. Desmond Bain had 27 points, on great shooting. Anderson, similar story there. Both guys pretty much only shot the ball. Anderson only had points and 1 turnover and nothing else besides that, and a couple of fouls. But he pretty much did nothing but shoot and score. Bane, pretty much the same story. Rivers had a double-double, but also shot very poorly, and nobody else played well for us, and we only put up 99 points. So that was not good. The Thunder, meanwhile, had a lot of points from a lot of players. 25 and 15 for Chet Holmgren and 22 on 8 for 9 shooting from SGA. The Thunder shot 57%, and we shot 41%. You're pretty much never going to win if that's the case. Then Chicago took us down. Ellis Wright IV drops 31. DeJounte Murray drops 21. The Woodsman had 25 for Horace Rivers on 10 for 20 shooting, so good day for him. Bane 17, did not shoot very well. Anderson just 12 points, only shot the ball 8 times and only 3 times from beyond the arc. But the Woodsmen do lose by shooting less than 40%. But we do take down the Denver Nuggets by 13 points on the home court. 31 for Bane, shot the ball well. Anderson 27. Both guys have shot well 3 out of the last 4 games. The Nuggets had 27 for Jamal Murray and 18 from Jokic, but the Woodsmen shot extremely well, and we won because of it. So now we're going to sim 3 road games prior to our home matchup against the 43 and 18 Rockets, who we are 6.5 games behind. So let's see how we do on this 3-game road stretch against a good Thunder team, a good Kings team, and a sub-500 Pistons team. By the way, we are at the contract extension deadline, and the only one eligible is Miles Turner, but he does want to test the open market, so that is what he's going to do. So we sim our next 3 games, and we lose to the Thunder once again, this time by 4. They came back and won in the 4th quarter after being down by like 7 or so points. I'm not really doing math right now, but, you know, they came back and won 27 for Ousmane Dieng. 20 and 10 for SGA, 20 for Josh Giddey, 13-15 for Chet Holmgren. The Woodsman had 22 for Rivers on 21 shots. 4 for 15 from beyond the arc. That's not very good. Anderson, 21 points, 8 for 16 shooting. Wellington, 17 points and 4 steals. Bane, 15 points. And the Woodsmen shot 44%. They shot 50. We lost. We probably should have won. We also shot 14 for 25 at the free throw line. We would have won if we hit just a few more of those. Come on. We bounced back by taking down the Kings. We won 96-84, outscored them by 9 in the 4th quarter to secure it. De'Aaron Fox drops 26. The Woodsmen got 19 for Wellington, 18 for Bane, 14 for Anderson, although he shot poorly. Miles Turner had a double-double. Team comparison, they shot 34%. We shot 42%, but we still came out on top. We shot poorly once again from the free throw line, though. 12 for 24. We also took down the Pistons in another low-scoring game. That's back-to-back extremely low-scoring games for both teams. But we win 82-80 in a very tight finish. Cade Cunningham drops 20 points. The Woodsman got 28 from Anderson, and he was the reason why we won, because nobody else really played very well. Bane shot 4 for 12. Turner shot 2 for 12. Rivers shot 1 for 11. Herb Jones shot 1 for 8. What the heck? Team comparison, we shot 31% and we won the game. How does that happen? But that leaves us at the 5 seed, and the Rockets still at the 1. We are still 6.5 games back from them, and we are 1.5 game back from the Thunder, who hold the 4 spot, and the Warriors at 6 are 3 games behind us. So we have a bit of a cushion here, and we still have a chance to really surpass the Thunder or the Clippers, who are both a game and a half ahead of us. So the Rockets have a pretty cracked roster. They've got Jalen Green, Kyrie Irving, Jabari Smith Jr., Mo Bamba, Ray Harris, Andre Drummond, Trey Murphy. I think that their bench team is pretty comparable to ours. but their starters are a pretty big cut above. So they will start Kyrie, Jalen Green, Ray Harris, Jabari Smith, Andre Drummond, and we start Byron Wellington, Desmond Bane, Simon Anderson, Horace Rivers, and Miles Turner. Let's go to our home court and take on the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. Welcome back to Rogers Arena, everybody. We're back in Vancouver, and we're taking on a really, really good Rockets team. We'll see how we do against an absolutely loaded roster. Anderson's first shot is up and good to get us started. That's a good sign. And he does, in fact, lead the NBA in three-point percentage. It's gone down to about 49%, but that's still incredible. Jalen Green scores the first bucket for Houston. And we'll see how we handle ourselves without D'Angelo Russell to lead the backups. Now Bane, same spot as Anderson. He knocks it down, 6-2 in favor of the Woodsmen. Jalen Green working on Bane, flying by him and dunking that one in. He is a very athletic specimen, so gotta watch out. Anderson on the move. He gets the ball and fires again. 2 for 2 start for him. And Vancouver's already got 9 points. Jabari Smith off the feed, blocked by Turner. Rivers also there, but he got his own rebound and drew the foul. So a good defensive play originally, but it turns into a bad one. Thanks to the rebound going literally right to him. And he knocks down both free throws. Bane attacking the rim and drawing the first foul on Green. The first one is up and good. Just below 17 points per game this year for Desmond Bane in his first year with Vancouver on a 4-year, $122 million contract. And he goes 2 for 2. Kyrie with the ball, guarded by the rookie point guard, Wellington. Can he stop him? No, he gets right by him and scores. We could be in for a barn burner, folks. Already 11-8 with 2 minutes gone. We could be in for a high-scoring matchup. Wellington with the ball, pulls up and hits, and Vancouver is yet to miss. Jalen Green attacks, goes back out to Smith, and he steps out of bounds. Had a bit too much momentum there. Bane with the ball, off the screen from Turner, lost it, gets it back. Now 5 on the clock, Wellington fires a 3, and that's our first miss of the day. Now Smith off the pass, dunks that in, 3-point game. Not sure who was there on the assist, but it was a good pass either way. Anderson for 3 again. He is yet to miss. 9 points already here in this first quarter. I love it when he gets off to a hot start. Kyrie gets by Wellington. Out of a shot, goes to Smith for a 3. He can't answer back, but Drummond is there on the offensive glass. Wellington crosses the court. Bane goes to him. Wide open 3. Wellington can't knock it down, but Rivers gets the offensive board and stuffs it back in. Kyrie off the screen from Jabari Smith. Passes back to him, now out to Green. Their offense resets a bit. 5 on the clock. Rivers guarding Kyrie. Good stop. On the other end, Turner goes to Rivers. He gets by Drummond and almost scored, but a foul is called. So free throws. Rivers looking for a 2 for 2 stint here at the line. Rivers 14.3 points per game, 9.2 boards. I think that's more boards than Miles Turner. I have been very happy with how he has played this season. He does go 1 for 2. Kind of expected at this point for him, but he has played very well this year, and I think he does have a place on the future of this team for sure. Wellington off the screen from Turner, fires a 3 off the mark once again. So a cold start for him, but not for the rest of our team. Jalen Green just completely just races past Bane, who barely moved at all. 3-point game. On the other end, Bane crosses the court. Wellington passed it up, then finds Anderson for a three. He just cannot miss. Green attacking the rim. Now Harris for a three. That one drops. It's Ray Harris. Miles Turner with the ball. He goes to Rivers. Now Anderson with time counting down. Wellington with the ball. Lobbing it. Swatted out of the air by Jabari Smith. Don't love the pass there, and that's going to be a turnover for Wellington, unfortunately. So about 5 minutes have passed in this quarter, as there are just 7 to go until halftime. But we're being outscored 17-4 in the quarter by Houston. It was 39-36 after 1 in favor of the Rockets, but they have destroyed us here this quarter. We're going to try and fix that before halftime, because we're down 56-40 with the ball. Turner goes to Rivers. Now out to Anderson for a deep three, which he missed. Jalen Green with the ball, jarred loose by Anderson, but Ray Harris gets to it. Now Green fires a wild three, and he had that one rattle out for him. Thank God for us, otherwise it would be a bigger hole for us to come out of. Wellington with the ball, feeds Anderson on the low block against Harris. Anderson not going to back him down, instead just shoots over him, and that one is off. Kyrie off the screen, out of a shot, finds Servin. Nice job there on the pick and roll. They've shot 73%. We're down to 41. Rivers stepped out of bounds. What? Kyrie gets by Wellington, pulls up and hits. We're down by 20 points with still 5 to go for it to get a whole lot worse prior to halftime. This quarter has been an absolute disaster class by Vancouver. Anderson trying to help the offense here, but he's also having a cold spell. Kyrie, another open look, but this time it's off the mark, thankfully. Anderson goes to Rivers. He shoots and missed it. Can we get a good look? And can we also knock it down? 2 big things for us to work on. It's pretty important on how to win basketball games. Screen from Mo Bamba. Kyrie goes back to him, and he's fouled, of course. No stops allowed for Vancouver, just either a make or a foul. The first free throw drops. The second is also in, and the backups are all out there now. Dosunmu, Smalls, Smith, Jones, Fredrickson all check in. But the starters are still out there, or at least a couple of starters out there still for Houston. Dosunmu giving some life to the offense. Let's see if that can continue. Kyrie putting the moves on Smalls. Takes him down low, scores again. How do we guard that? I don't know. I don't know if we're good enough yet to guard that kind of player. Fredrickson out to Jones. Now a screen from Smith. Jones fires a jumper, but it's off the mark. Kyrie to Harris. Top of the key, open shot, but he put too much on it. Herb Jones with the ball off the screen from Fredrickson. Goes back to him. Nice pass, but he does finish. Thought it would roll out for a moment, but he does get the bucket to go. So, 19-point game. ISO against Smalls by Kyrie, but instead he goes to Tari Eason for a 3. He missed it. Chance for us to close the gap. Fredrickson fading away, trying to go off the backboard, but he can't get it to go. Kyrie, double team by Smalls and Dosunmu, missed the shot at the rim. Another chance for Vancouver with under 2 minutes to go until the break. Fredrickson, the screen. Dosunmu, the shot. And it's off, but we can't get to it. We just have scored, what, 5 points in the last, 6 minutes watched? Come on now. Smalls, mid-range jumper, no good. And Bamba pulls down the board. Trey Murphy fires and knocks it down. It's back to a 21-point game. We've shot now 38%. Jesus Christ. On the other end, Herb Jones draws the first foul on Trey Murphy. That's the 5th on Houston this quarter, so free throws for Jones. The first one is up and good. The second is good as well. We're going to watch these starters to start the third quarter because I want to see if they can close the gap. And if they can't, those first 6 or so minutes of the second half, that we're going to probably wrap this game up because we are getting absolutely run out of our own arena. More free throws for Houston. The first one is good for Eason. And he goes 2 for 2. Double screen for Desunmu. Open 3. He knocks it down. That could be important, but only if we get a stop here. Easton off the feed. Back out to Harris for a 3. He can't answer back. And we actually have a shot to make it like a 15-point game at halftime. If we make the shot. Desunmu. Contested jumper, no good. And the Rockets lead 68-50. We kept pace those first 6 minutes, but after that, it was all downhill. And we have a lot of work to do. Is a comeback in the cards for Vancouver on their home court? Let's find out in this second half. Start of the third quarter. Anderson had 14 first half points. So those first 4 shots that we saw were pretty much all his points so far. Those first 4 buckets that he made from downtown in that first quarter. That's pretty much all he's done. And nobody else has done that much either. So 50 points at halftime and down by 18. We need to really put the pieces together here in this third quarter, or else this game's already over. Kyrie for 3. And we have a chance. The lob for Anderson. What a slam. The tomahawk. Just jackhammer right there off the pass from Ellington. Wellington, not Ellington. And that's a pretty good start. But then Kyrie just drives all the way to the rim. And nobody stopped him. Bane wide open for a 3, but you got to make that. You can't be missing those looks right now. Kyrie, the jumper, too much under it. Wellington, nice pass to Rivers, and he draws the foul on Smith. Can he go 2 for 2 this time? The first one up and good. The second is good as well. 16-point game. Kyrie trying to work on Wellington, putting the moves on him. He up steps and scores plus the foul. You've got to be kidding me. Can we get some help defense? Can we just stop him on our own? Please. He's done this every time he's scored. He's done that exact same thing. It's back to 19. Bane crosses the court. Anderson finds him. Nobody near him for 3. He missed it again. You got to hit those. These shots matter. And now Jalen Green at the rim. Kyrie the assist. Oh, man. Turner the screen. Anderson the 3 on the move. There's a good shot. ISO for Kyrie against Wellington. Can he stop him this time? No, he gets right by him, but Turner finally helps and blocks the shot. Good job. Rivers, that is a very deep 3 and he missed it, but Turner is there on the glass to put it back in. That's nice to see. Vancouver looking for a couple of stops in a row. Kyrie finds Smith for a 3. Wide open, he missed it. The ball's tipped and Wellington comes up with the board. Screen from Turner. Bane goes back to him. We have to reset, though, as there was Drummond right there in his face. Wellington goes to Rivers, but he can't hang on to the pass. What was that? Kyrie has it again. Stepping back, pulling up, and knocking it down. We can't do anything to him right now. At this point, we just have to kind of chip away at the lead. And that will not help. Harris in the face of Anderson. Missed the shot. But of course, Drummond gets the offensive rebound. I'm sick of this. Green to Kyrie. Open three, but he missed it. Anderson crosses the court. Has an open three, but can't knock it down. And if he can't knock down the shots, then who will? Nobody else is playing well right now as we get called for another foul. More free throws for Houston. First one up and good. Can you guys tell that I'm sick of watching us play the Rockets right now? They are clearly a better team than we are. Wellington now has the ball. Time counting down. He will fire a three off the screen and he knocks it down. Kyrie to Smith. He attacks the rim. Another foul. Are you kidding me? We are just so foul prone. I just don't get it. First free throw was good. Are the Rockets ever going to go 1 for 2? Nope. That's just a Vancouver thing, apparently. Bane attacks the rim, but missed it. Literally like 2 feet away. Jabari Smith, high arcing layup, but he can't get it to go. I believe that was Turner and Bane there to make the stop. But down by 19, Vancouver has to make something happen. Anderson trying to get himself going here this half as he scores at the rim right there and got the foul called too. And the free throw is good. So a 16-point game, 6:25 to go in the third. We'll watch a bit more. Bellamy finds Servant. Turner too late to stop that. Come on. We need a couple of stops in a row with a couple of buckets, and it's pretty much anybody's game after just a couple of misses plus a couple of makes. One small run could be a massive difference maker right now, and we have to find a way to do it. Herb Jones, mid-range jumper, missed it. Jalen Green gets by Anderson, has a wide-open layup. I'm sick of this quarter. I'm done. We're moving on. This game's probably over. 85-65 is your score. All right. I know I said it was over, but I'm going to give ourselves a shot. 6.5 to go. It's 105-90. They've scored only 3 points in this quarter. We've scored 11. The first and third quarters were both fairly close. We got outscored by 3 in the first quarter and by 5 in the second, but the second quarter was an absolute just blowout in favor of Houston, but there's still a chance that we come back and win. So let's watch. Anderson thought about firing, chose not to. Turner's got the ball now. Wellington trying to find something. It'll be a 3 for him, and he missed it. Kyrie fires. Turner, nice help defense right there to get a hand up in there during that shot. Wellington hop steps, fires, and scores. Nice move. Irving off the screen. Back to Smith. He posterizes Turner, who really was just trying to avoid getting dunked on, which he kind of did. Turner with it. Goes to Anderson. Space for a 3, but it rattles out. Could he just get back to that first quarter, please? Knock these shots down, man. That'll make a huge difference. That shot's off for Houston. Still down by 15. Can Vancouver put just a run of any kind together? Anderson, second chance from deep. There we go. Jalen Green attacking the rim out of a shot. Goes to Kyrie. He somehow hangs on to the pass, of course. And now he wants to challenge Wellington, I think. Nope, he goes to Smith for a 3. He missed it. Here's our chance to make it a 10 or 9 point game. which would be pretty big at this point in the game. Just 4 minutes to go. Bane for three, please. Yes! Jalen Green to answer back. It's off, but Drummond gets the board. Turner swats it, but they get it back. Come on. Kyrie drives. Turner. Great defensive play once again to meet him at the rim. Awesome, awesome defensive possession right there. Is there life in Vancouver? Anderson's being double teamed. Bane's wide open for three. And now he's hit 2 in a row. 6-point game. We are not done yet. Jalen Green lost the ball. Bane gets the steal. Fast break. Anderson with it. Hop steps. Oh no, that's a bad shot. Never mind. It's good plus the foul. I gotta be quiet these days. I'm always wrong when I get too hyped like that. But this free throw could cut it to 3. Are you kidding me right now? We don't really often see our team put together a run while we're losing. We have rarely seen us come back in games like this, but it's happening. There's still work left to be done. Under 3 to play. Kyrie, a really deep 3 that goes. That's a huge shot for the Rockets. Bane has the ball. He drives back out to Rivers. He chose not to shoot. Time counting down. Anderson to answer back. No. And Turner can't get the board. Vancouver really needs to stop right here or else it's going to be really tough. But instead we are called for a foul. That's the 5th on Rivers, man. I swear to God, we get called for so many fouls. The first free throw was good. Please, can they just miss one? Can y'all just miss one free throw like we do? Apparently not. 112 to 104. We need a bucket. Anderson with the ball. Fires the 3, and it just swims out. No. Oh, man. That timeout really just halted all of our offensive momentum, and Houston has a shot to go up by 10 or more again. Drummond, a jump shot. That's a terrible idea. Under 2 to go. Vancouver pretty much in desperation mode right now. Anderson, oh, he missed it. Come on, man. That was the one. And now Jalen Green. Swatted by Anderson. What a block. We actually have to score. Like, we absolutely have to score something. We get a foul called. So free throws that we have to hit. Got to hit both or else we're in trouble. The first one. Can we just go 2 for 2? How is it this big of a deal? I have been focusing free throw training for pretty much all our players, especially ones that have not shot well. And we go 1 for 2. God, I just can't be satisfied. Kyrie off the screen. Back to Smith. And that might have been the dagger right there. I don't know if 9-point comeback in a minute 15 is the kind of basketball that we play. Anderson has the ball. Trying to hang on to it. Gets down low and scores. He's got 34 apparently, and we're going to press them. Kyrie blowing by the entire defense. Nobody's there to help. He's got 28, 11 for 23 shooting. Anderson 12 for 31. That's pretty bad. And I think it's over, guys. Almost came back. It was 107-104 at one point. But then the Rockets returned. So. Are you kidding me? On the inbound pass out of a timeout, it went off of Turner. Or no, off of Drummond. Hitting Turner. And we turn the ball over. Are you kidding me? This is how the game ends? With this? Watch this. He threw it right to him. Turner. Well, folks, the Rockets are the 1 seed for a reason. And they take this one 116 to 107. It was a blowout until the fourth quarter. We came back. made it interesting, but then the Rockets pulled away in the end. There have been a lot of games where we have shot poorly recently, and I think this one is one of them. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, we just can't play good basketball at home. We are 18-16 at home. We're 19-9 away. Why is that? That's troublesome to be, 4-6 in your last 10. And to keep losing games at home, that's also problematic. Anderson shot very poorly in this one. Did lead the way in scoring, though. Wellington had 16, 6, and 7. He actually played pretty well besides the 4 turnovers. Desumu 14, Bain 13, but only showed up in that fourth quarter to make the game look like it was closer than it actually was. This was a game that, we could have won, but we also shot 44%. So tough to win those when your opponent shoots 52%. They had 28 from Kyrie, 24 from Jalen Green. Both guys were very, very good. We could barely stop them. And we lose again. So now we are 7.5 games back from the Rockets. But good news is that the Grizzlies, Nuggets, and Warriors are all behind us by an extra game as well. So, yep. Things to work on for sure. But we're 37-25. We have a month and a half left in the season, so probably 2 episodes left until the playoffs. And hopefully we can just play well enough to keep ourselves in the playoffs and not go down to a play-in spot. I think we should be all right because we have more away games left than home games, and we're better away than at home. But we'll see how it goes. So thanks, guys, for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, take care and go Woodsmen.